If you're a greedy person like myself, you probably build in Planet Coaster sandbox parks with unlimited money and still occasionally glance at attractions and shops to see if they're still turning a profit. Why? Because I like the feeling of accomplishment, but don't like actual risk, but that's not the point. Today, I want to talk about the restaurants in Planet Coaster. No, not the quick service shops that serve up, gulpy and cheap beef. I mean the dark pit in which a lot of guests seem to walk into and don't seem to come out of. I'm talking about the full service restaurants that guests can use to get food and drinks, use the bathroom, regain their energy so they can re-enter the amusement park world fully recharged and ready to give you more money. I mean, ride more rides. Alright, first up, how do you make a restaurant? Pretty easy actually. The main meat and bones of the restaurant is made up of two pieces. The main restaurant itself and the expansions. The main restaurant, the blue piece that you place down first, will give you 2 tables to start off with, and each expansion after that will give you an additional 4 tables within, for a maximum of 42 tables with all expansions included. After that, just like any other restaurant or shop, you can decorate it to your heart's content. Alright, cool. I made my very own restaurant. Why isn't it making any money? A successful restaurant will typically require more management than would a quick service stand. Here's a few things to think about when you're making one. First off, location, location, location. It needs to be in a spot that everybody walks past. Guests won't go very far out of their way for a restaurant if it isn't convenient for them to reach. Build or move one to a path that gets the most amount of traffic. Eliminate the competition. Your restaurant should not be fighting the quick service stands for customers. Move your quick service stands further from your restaurant or build your restaurant in a location that has no quick serves. Bigger doesn't always mean better. I personally found the sweet spot for expansions to be 3, which brings you to 14 tables total. A restaurant with good offerings in a busy location should have no problem cycling tables at that size. It's not too big, it's not too small. If you're having a hard time filling tables at that size or smaller, consider moving the restaurant closer to a more populous area. And if your park is absolutely slammed with guests wanting entry, then expand it little by little only as necessary. Tailor your offerings. Too many franchise offerings can and will overwhelm your guests. Try to stick with a strict number of entrees, extras, and drinks. It's okay to offer a multitude of drink brands, but only if you can afford it. Keep your entrees very limited and stick to only 1 or 2 if you can help it. Sides are a little tricky, but can complete a meal if done right. Offer something you know your guests are going to enjoy. Pick a perk. This is going to be a necessary icing on the cake. Depending on how big your restaurant is and how much traffic it handles will help you choose what you should and shouldn't offer. Typically with a 14-table restaurant, I tend to go with live music since it helps boost the prestige of medium and smaller sized places, especially for how much it costs to run. Small places should consider internet or free condiments, and larger sized restaurants may want to go for either of the 3 venues, depending on which group is most populous in your park. These aren't written in stone, and they're only tips and methods I've tried and tested and so far has worked best for me. Let me know in the comment section if there's anything you've tried that has worked for you. I might even make a fresh follow-up to this video with new tips others brought up. Thanks for watching. If it helped you at all, feel free to leave a like. Maybe subscribe if you want to see more of this. I mean, it's up to you, your call. I'll just keep playing the game.